The foreknowledge in the genuine body. The foreknowledge in the genuine body is the foreseeing of forthcoming events related to the flesh body. This awareness is related to Qi movement. The events will take place in a short time, and the occurrence appears in a visible domain. This is the receiving of signals with lower rank function in the substances movement of Qi. For that reason, the approaching events are informed onto the head through special signals, such as quick twitching of the eyes, or of the eyebrows or lips. Those events are related to the visible aspects of fortunes, of unpredictable good lucks, or misfortunes, of unfortunate conditions connecting with the body. Each deed or matter gets its corresponding characteristic, much like the approaching events also have their own feelings, such as joyfulness, gaiety, elation, sorrow, worry, pleasure, or anxiety. Therefore, the signals received on the area of the head about the forthcoming events also inform the heart of the nature of feelings of each event. So, a foreknowledge received by the genuine heart in the movement of Qi includes two aspects, physiological and psychological, or the foreknowledge involves the body and the heart through the perceiving by the heart, the brain and the nervous system. It gets the capability to receive many different signals at the same time, surpassing the function and capability of the natural sense organs. There are two states of receiving the signals that belong to the movement of Qi. Occasionally, the physiological signals are received earlier than the state of feelings, or the state of feelings comes first, then follow the physiological signals of the flesh body. The physiological signals, such as lips being twitched suddenly, are followed by a feeling of joyfulness. Joyfulness is both the state of feelings and the nature of the sensation in the foreknowledge. That is, the foreknowledge related to the body and the heart. It begins with the heart, which then influences on the body. The first state required to obtain the foreknowledge is a peaceful heart. Peaceful heart is the state in which no feeling exists. The heart is free from any activity, but the sense organs still operate. In other words, the heart is completely peaceful while the body is still connected with the outside through the function of the sense organs. Therefore, physiological signals happen first and are soon followed by the state of feelings related to the forthcoming event. This is the foreknowledge of a peaceful heart that has been informed via the body. Peaceful heart is the activity of a genuine and intellectual person. Whoever that uses the genuine mind usually has foreknowledges. A genuine intellectual man always thinks, devises, invents, and develops his intelligent mind, unlike those who gain understanding by reading, studying, or experiencing to collect the knowledge of others. Despite little learning, a genuine intellectual person is always creative and can arrange matters remarkably and express clearly his own ideas. The foreknowledge is the connection between humans and the cosmic movements. Whether this connection takes place with the movements of one substance or many, the person has been more or less able to unite with the cosmos. Thanks to this unification, the life of this person evolves. How do the physiological and psychological phenomena take place in the peaceful heart to engender the foreknowledge? The foreknowledge appears due to the connection between the movements of man and the cosmos. If the movement of Qi in man's body fluctuates, the connection between humans and cosmic movements is interrupted, That means the activities belonging to Qi are disconnected. Therefore, the continuity of foreknowledge is intersected. Qi movement. The fluctuation of Qi movement in man's body is caused by troubles of the heart. When any feeling agitates, it draws Qi movement into fluctuation. Qi movement will not stabilize until the feeling completely disappears. Or, when anger appears, it agitates Qi, then Qi excites blood, thus the heart beats faster. All flowers of Qi and blood move quickly. The whole small cosmos is in a state of excitement. As a result, the connection between the human and cosmic movements is interrupted. This connection will not reoccur until the anger entirely stops and the memory is wiped out. In this case, the heart fluctuates first, then stirs up the agitation of the body and the mind, thus causing first the disconnection from the cosmic movement in the supernatural world, then the disconnection from the natural and the supernatural worlds. The cosmic movement motions in the three supernatural, and supernatural worlds. When the body, the heart, and the mind fluctuate, the human and cosmic movements immediately lose their connection. In the state of awakeness, the interruption of this connection will be total, but in sleep it will only be partial. The body connects with the movements of liquid and Qi in the atmosphere, while the heart and the mind do not. Therefore, the heart is not aware and the mind does not understand in that connection. But in the rapture, the light of the mind radiates, the supermind animates. All movements in the two cosmoses interconnect and unite. The awareness and understanding of foreknowledge. This kind of foreknowledge belongs to the genuine heart, but the awareness and understanding belong to the capability of the mind. When the heart becomes genuinely void, so does the mind. At that moment, the heart is the mind, and vice versa. The genuinely void heart differs from the peaceful heart. The latter is a quiet state of the heart, related to the brain, the nervous system, and the five viscera, while the light of the mind still relates with the functions and capabilities of the five viscera, meaning that the light of the mind still diffuses out to the natural world. Therefore, although the heart is peaceful, it is not yet united with the mind. Thanks to the peaceful heart, the connection with external matters and phenomena of the flesh body happens. At that time, the mind still directs outwards. But with the genuine heart, the mind directs inwards. The natural sense organs still open and operate, but the observation by the mind focuses on the inner state. At that moment, the heart is completely immune to feelings. Being free of vulgar matters, the heart becomes genuinely void, and consequently, so does the mind. As such, both the heart and the mind animate in the supernatural world, right within the flesh body, and in the natural world, and they acquire the perfect immunity from within. Therefore, the heart and the mind join together in the inner supernatural world. The animation of the heart and the mind seems to be limited within the flesh body only, but in fact, it stretches into the supernatural world, of which the extent is infinitely great. Thanks to the unification of the heart and the mind in a void state related to the supernatural world, the connection is broadened with many substances movements. When the extent of the connection is enlarged, so is the capability of the genuine heart, i.e., the foreknowledge can include many phenomena. When all activities concentrate inwards, man's life can access both of the natural and supernatural worlds, or gain access to the two spaces of the natural world and the supernatural world. The connection is broadened to qi and electric movements. For that reason, the signals of the foreknowledge are no longer bound to the body, but are received directly by the heart. The heart is related to the brain, cerebrum. Therefore, when a signal of the foreknowledge is informed to the genuine heart, there is a minor shiver on the area of the head skin. When the external area of the head shivers, it shows that the signal does not belong to qi movement, but the connection has joined the electric movement. All that have an effective connection also have great electric power, such as Superman with super heart, super mind, genuine heart, genuine mind, angels, saints, phantoms, ghosts. Those with weaker bioelectric, such as animals and plants, do not have foreknowledge. Some who come to dark and dismal areas with choky atmosphere may feel creepy and scary, which shiver from their backbone to their nape. This phenomenon is a direct connection between yang human electric of the person and the yin bioelectric of the supernatural living beings in the area. The yang human electric moves in the nervous system and in vessels that can be yang human electric along the spine. The one that gets such direct connection is an evolved person, because the connection is related to the movements of qi and electric. The connection of electric between humans and cosmic movements can be direct foreknowledge, and the two kinds may occur with mental images relating to the connected object or persons. For example, seeing the mental image of a coming visitor, and soon after the guest appears with exactly the same clothing as in the mental image. This foreknowledge belongs to electric movement. In the second case, seeing distinctly a dead person through mental image, and simultaneously the death of the person happens. In the first case, the connection is related to electric movements between the two living persons. In the second case, the connection is related to the electric movements between a living person and a dead one. In the first case, the connected space belongs to the supernatural world of the person who perceives the mental image. His heart and his mind are genuinely void, while the visitor belongs to the natural world. This phenomenon thus shows clearly that the heart and the mind, thanks to their being in void state, have extended their functions and capabilities into the two natural world and supernatural world. In the second case, the connected space belongs completely to the supernatural world between the receiver and the appearing dead person, in qi body or electric body. In short, the genuine heart and the genuine mind have the capability of connecting to the two natural and supernatural worlds, thanks to their genuinely void state in which the signals are received and sent simultaneously. The reception of signals of the foreknowledge. The genuinely void heart is both a state and an invisible organ that receives all signals in the two worlds, thanks to the functions of the natural sense organs and the supersense organs. The natural sense organs receive the external phenomena through the refined power, while the supersense organs receive both external and internal phenomena through the superpower and mystic power. When all functions of the five natural sense organs stop, the supersense organs start operating. The supersense organs belong to the electric body. The means to communicate with the supernatural world is the supersense organs, i.e., through the spread of the electric body in the flesh body caused by the void state of the heart combined with the electric of the supernatural world. All signals received by the void state of the heart are conducted through the nervous system of the supersense organs to the brain. This is the reception of signals and phenomena in the electric movement in the electric body. Usually, the supersense organs are not fully developed. The connection with the supernatural world depends on each sense organ. Which supersense organ develops earlier, it connects first. When the connection between the supersense organ and the supernatural world reaches the most accurate level, it is the connection with the phenomena and images that are constituted by the supernatural substances of the supernatural world. For instance, when the supersense of smell gets evolved enough, the practitioner can scent the strong and purest aroma of a flower, lotus, water lily, tuberose, orchids, etc. Footnote: only the supersense of smell can perceive the extreme degree of fragrance, the substance of which is electric. With normal sense, man can smell the fragrance of the same kind of flower, but this fragrance is merely a combination of electric and liquid, thus it belongs to qi. End of footnote. At this level, the perception by the supersense organs of the electric body is the activity of the nervous system that connects the supersense organs directly to the brain through the void state of the heart. At the moment, blood and qi are completely static, i.e., without any fluctuation of sensation and feeling. In other words, when the nervous system related to a supersense organ gets into a very static state, then the electric power energizing in that supersense organ diffuses out of the flesh body and connects with the supernatural substances. The connection of the supersense organs gets a particular characteristic. When any of the 5 natural sense organs of the flesh body stops completely, the related supersense organ begins to operate and connect with one of the 5 supernatural elements. When man's life has evolved into the domain of the supersense organs, all activities and connections no longer involve the flesh body. Other inner life powers develop, and the human electric spreads around the head, getting mixed with the light of the mind, thus making a brighter radiating light around the head. However, the intensity of this light is not stable. It depends on the life power of the electric body. If the life power of the electric body is mighty, the radiating light, the aura, enlarges. If the life power of the electric body is weak, the radiating light will diminish. If the intensity of the aura is high, the supersense organs get an effective connection. If it is low, the connection of the supersense organs is less effective. All of the 4 sacred substances have their own radiating field, but the luminous radiation around the head normally includes 3 substances: qi, electric, and light. The 3 substances that get the strongest radiating field. The 3 kinds of power related respectively to the body, the heart, and the mind gather in the head when man's feelings have been activated. For example, when his qi body has been already formed. To the electric body, when qi stops fluctuating, when the intensity of human electric becomes strong, its radiating field reaches farther. The aura is comprised of only 2 mighty energies, electric and light. This is the change from one life to another. It is alike in both small and great cosmoses. When the life power of a sacred substance stops moving, The life's power transmutes ascendantly. For example, when Qi stops moving, its life's power transmutes into electric. In the ascendant transmutation from Qi to electric, there is the catalysis by the light. When the observing mind directs internal breath to a very static state until it seems not to be, the circuit of breath no longer exists. Then the light of the observing mind mixes with the inner Qi and becomes electric. Light plus Qi equal electric. The brain contains electric and light. The volume of electric increases in accordance with the duration of the catalysis by the light into Qi. The intensity of electric forms the radiating field of human electric that spreads out of the head and forms the aura around the head. Anyone who lives with feelings has a luminous radiation around the head, but it covers only the top of the head down to the 2 ears. This half circle of light includes 3 substances: Qi, electric, and light. But the real aura includes 2 kinds. 1. The luminous radiation circles completely the head. It is constituted by 2 sacred substances of electric and light belonging to the electric body. And 2. The aura of the light body, which is extremely bright, brilliant, and glittering, consisting of only one substance, the light. This extremely pure light covers the whole body. The substance of electric belongs to the supernatural world. It is the constituent substance of all phenomena and images of the supernatural world. So, the radiating field of human electric thoughts forms a circle of light which gets the connecting quality with the other signs of electric in the cosmos. In other words, the signs belonging to cosmos electric connect with man through the circle of light around the head, i.e., through the radiating field of human electric around the head. Human electric gets the quality to receive and diffuse simultaneously. For that reason, super thoughts by the supermind of man can spread into the cosmos in forms of electric magnetic signals. These signals are emitted out of the circle of the light by the light in the brain. By now, we can see clearly that the 2 cosmoses can intercommunicate by the sacred substance of electric, and the electrical units in the 2 cosmoses are equal in terms of substance and character. The soul. The activities in the life of man create many invisible organs, supervisible and super-supervisible physical phenomena which have energies and functions in the natural and supernatural activities. Those organs and phenomena are hồn, vía, thân, the heart, the soul, etc. Then these organs become the means that affect and influence the ascendant transmutations and the evolution of man. From the ascendant transmutation of sensations, feelings are produced. Then sensations and feelings engender thoughts. In terms of body, this process is paralleled by the process in which the flesh body constitutes the heart. From the body and the heart, the mind is constituted. Then the heart and the mind become the nature of the heart's nature. The vibrating motion of the heart's nature is caused by the connection between the heart, the mind, and the external sceneries through the means of connection, i.e., the 5 natural sense organs. The vibration of the heart's nature originates its animation. So, even when the heart and the mind cease connecting with the external sceneries, the heart's nature still has its animation, i.e., it has got its own life's power and life. This is similar to the case of a seed. Though the seed is dry, inside it the life and the life's power already exists, also with the function of continuing its life and life's power. All life's power of all creatures, once they have got their own life, no longer have death, but instead only the change of shapes or the transmutations from one substance to another. For instance, from liquid to qi, from qi to electric, or conversely from electric to qi, from qi to liquid. The life that is constituted by the animating heart's nature is the soul. The soul gets life's power and the life, which originate from the heart's nature, the heart and the mind. Although it comes from the heart's nature, the soul is an invisible organ in the supernatural world of man without passing through the connection between the 5 natural sense organs and the external sceneries of the natural world. Therefore, all that are related to the supernature become supernatural. The heart and the mind are the basis of the heart's nature, but when they are related to the supernature, they become supernatural, i.e., they become superheart and supermind. For that reason, the soul is supernatural, animating in the supernatural small world and operating in the supernatural cosmic world. The most advanced souls, which are constituted by the supermind and the cosmic character, can animate in the supernatural world. The soul of man gets a life. The life exists already in the 4 sacred substances. If the life's powers of the 4 sacred substances fluctuate, the life cannot appear, i.e., if the heart's nature agitates, the soul cannot emerge. The fluctuation of the life's powers of the 4 sacred substances may increase or decrease due to material or psychological root causes. Material root causes include foods, drinks, medicines, etc. that contain stimulants to blood, qi, and human electric. Psychological root causes come from sensations, feelings, virtues, or wickedness, evilness, and thoughts. The heart's nature gets animated and agitated by the life's powers of qi, electric, and light related to the heart and the mind. Therefore, it may increase or decrease. But the soul, as the life of the heart's nature, is tireless, even when the flesh body is tired because of the fluctuations of life's powers. The soul is clairvoyant and perspicacious. Therefore, when man lives with the soul, the flesh body no longer needs sleep, but instead it can get relaxed in the state of awakeness. The heart's nature still fluctuates under the influence of the external sceneries, but a pure soul can be the real owner of the small cosmos. It is able to command all fluctuations of the life's powers of the 4 sacred substances in all times, capable of conducting heartbeats, inner breaths, and dominating over individual feelings and thoughts. The substances of the soul are electric and light, the 2 purest sacred substances. Therefore, the soul is sacred as well. This sacredness exists only in the brain, or the soul is hosted in the brain. The substance of the soul is sacred, but its character is miraculous. The miraculous effect results from the extremely high mobility of the substance, the high speed of human electric and light, which can be commanded by only the super idea. The super idea originates from the super heart and the super mind. The super heart and the super mind, the soul, affect the 2 substances of liquid and qi in the flesh body, in and around the earth, to perform deeds in accordance with the super idea. The characters energies of the soul are mystic power and cosmic energy, i.e. of the great cosmos, animating in the small cosmos, electric and light. In short, substances of the soul are electric and light. These substances are sacred and gather in the brain. The character of the soul is miraculous. Miracles are realized by the super idea, which originates from the super heart and the super mind. The characters energies of the soul are mystic power and cosmic energy existing in man's body. Therefore, the soul is indestructible and immortal. The soul animates in the brain and can intercommunicate with the supernatural and supernatural worlds thanks to the radiation of human electric and the light from the brain. The radiation of human electric has no reflection. Below is the summarizing table about the heart's nature, the soul, and the advanced soul. The heart's nature in the natural world, the heart plus the mind plus external sceneries through the sense organs of the flesh body operating in the natural world, the soul in the supernatural world, the super heart plus the super mind plus internal sceneries through the super sense organs of the electric body operating in both natural and supernatural worlds, the advanced soul in the supernatural world, the cosmic character in man plus the super mind plus the supernatural sceneries through the sacred sense organ of the light body operating in all of the three worlds, i.e. in the whole cosmos. The advanced soul is extremely pure and clean, but the soul that is constituted by the super heart and the super mind includes two kinds, clean and not yet completely clean. The soul is clean when the heart and the mind are completely free from troubles, from worldly affairs. It has only two functions of knowing and understanding. The soul is unclean when the heart and the mind retain the animating memory of sensations and feelings. The advanced soul is extremely pure. Though it is contained in the flesh body, it is not influenced by the flesh body, nor affected by sensations and feelings. The soul gets operated by only the thoughts that are not related to the individual ego, but to the genuine ego or Tao's ego instead, to all that belong to the supernatural and supernatural worlds. In other words, the soul is the thoughts by the super heart and the super mind. Living with the soul is to live without feelings and sensations, while living with the heart's nature is to live with one's feelings, which are related to sensations. Therefore, when living with his soul, man can hear the voice of his thoughts like during his sleep or in rapture. Evolved persons live only with their soul in their daily activities. Their very clean soul can hear teachings through the thoughts by supernatural, genuine, and divine teachers, and is able to receive the revelation. The heart's nature still gets feelings and is related to sensation. Its lower wave vibrations impede high wave vibrations. Therefore, it cannot receive such thoughts. Only the super heart and the super mind are able to send the super thoughts into high waves of the supernatural world. It is also the purest of the soul, the superpower that is capable to receive and send high frequencies. With its pureness, the soul has no shadow, while the flesh body still casts its shadow upon a surface. Although the soul has no shadow, it includes two kinds, the impure, vulgar soul, and the transcendent soul. The impure soul is still entangled with social affairs or intertwined in a confusing mass of mental images and vulgar feelings. The transcendent soul is free of the vulgar images or mental troubles. Its substances are electric and light, or only light, if the person has practiced medium Tao or great Tao. The impure soul animates around the earth. The transcendent soul animates in the supernatural world of the cosmos, or B. animates in the supernatural world of the cosmos. The transcendent, extremely pure and quiet soul is a transcendent life. It animates and operates by following the divine cause, thus it is immaculate and transcendent. This purest soul contains only the knowing and the understanding. It gets invisible powers, mystic power, or mightier cosmic energy. If it gets the super heart and the super mind, that is mystic power. If it animates with the super mind and the cosmic character, it is cosmic energy. The perfect and absolute knowing and understanding is the light of the cosmos. As such, it can intercommunicate with the divine character and the divine super mind. In other words, only the purest soul has the quality to receive the revelation. The light that is engendered by the knowing and the understanding in the purest soul has domination over unclean spirits. When a thought issues from the purest soul, a capability of the cosmic energy is originated, and the thought will be realized instantly. When a person behaves with his or her soul, super heart, super mind, or supernatural character, there is no connection with the flesh body. Always living in a pure state, he can put superpowers into service. The strength of the soul depends on the degree of its pureness, without any more sensation, feeling, or thought that belongs to the worldly ego. In other words, only the soul can command the human electric, the mystic power, or only the super heart and the super mind can conduct the mystic power in its active extent. The super heart, or genuine virtues, and the super mind, or super thoughts, are able to conduct human electric. In other words, only in the supernatural character, when human electric has radiated, can the super heart and the super mind conduct human electric. Human electric gathers in the brain through the void state of the heart. The super mind of the soul also gathers there. Thus, the super heart and the super mind are able to direct human electric. When man becomes more mature and older, the soul becomes stronger. Thus, the powers of the heart and the mind are mightier, and so is the soul. Generally, man gets more feeling during the youth. Thus, the heart's nature is strong, while the soul is still weak. To elderly persons who live with virtues and Tao's character, the powers of the heart and the mind are mighty. Their head and their brain are more developed. Their strength concentrates in the brain. Their head is large in size, but gradually their body is deficient of strength and vigor. If the heart and the mind fluctuate violently because of feelings, the heart state, the flesh body suffers. However, in youth, the heart's nature is still strong, thus the flesh body can endure such sufferings. Therefore, the necessary thing for the life is to foster the development of the soul. Fostering the soul means to increase the electric and light energies in the brain. All functions of the heart and the mind are related only to the supernatural and spiritual lives. In brief, only the head and the brain, or the super sense organs and the sacred sense organ, operate. If the head is alive, the whole flesh body is in operation, because human electric and the light animate, thus qi and blood animate and transmute accordingly. What do man's head and brain contain in order to evolve? A pure soul contains only knowing and understanding. These functions lead man to the life, to the evolution from one world to another. The knowing and the understanding are the two absolutely excellent and perfect functions of the mind of mankind. They also get cosmic energy thanks to their radiation into the cosmos to acquire omniscience. The omniscience is the combination of the functions of knowing and understanding by the mind and the divine cause. This is the purest and the most peaceful state of the soul. In this state, the electric and the light become sacred in their connection with the three worlds and miraculous in their connection with the divine super mind and the divine character. The pureness in the absolute state of knowing is external sceneries plus the 5 natural sense organs plus the mind equal knowing. The pureness in the absolute state of understanding is external or internal sceneries plus the mind plus the cause plus the super sense organs or the sacred sense organ equal understanding. The pureness of knowing and understanding is also the mystic power and the cosmic energy, which are able to perform the rejuvenation, to restore the youthful vigor and young appearance of an old person. If the appearance is exhausted while the skin does not have wrinkles, this is caused by the tiredness of the heart's nature. The tiredness of the heart's nature results from worry, fear, anger, distress, i.e., troubles in the heart. The state of the heart is the frequencies of human electric. If human electric fluctuates, it makes qi and blood change up and down rapidly, thus the cells get older more quickly. On the contrary, if the animation of human electric remains steady, the animation of qi and blood is thus kept steady, and as a result, the cells are maintained in status quo. The oldness and the tiredness originate from inside and influence the outside. So, if the heart and the mind are old, the body becomes old too. Based on this fact, one who wants to get rejuvenated must first of all restore his youth vigor from inside, i.e., he has to make his soul clean and pure. To make the soul clean and pure, first and foremost, one must eliminate all worries and distresses from his heart's nature. If the heart's nature is set free from all of the heart states and their memories, the flesh body restores its young appearance. The clean and pure soul is the invisible power of the heart's nature. When the heart's nature stops its operation, the soul appears. If a pure heart's nature stops animating, the clean and pure soul comes into presence, i.e., when the knowing and the understanding spread out of the heart's nature, they are sacred and miraculous. If the soul comes into presence, animates and operates in life's activities, the flesh body restores its youthful vigor, coming back to the young shape and look, i.e., one is right in the period of rejuvenation. This change in appearance occurs from inside. When the electric and the light in the small cosmos get to the same frequencies of the cosmic electric and light, then qi and blood of the flesh body become the same as the cosmic qi and liquid. As a result, the flesh body of man can restore its youthful vigor. This method can evolve man rapidly. Only the heart's nature needs to be clean and pure. Then the soul will spread out of the flesh body while one is still alive, without waiting until the natural death of the flesh body. The soul that spreads out of the flesh body is also an invisible power, i.e., the life has separated from the life's power. The physiological phenomenon of rejuvenation is like the physiological phenomenon in children. In children's body, both qi and blood are in good conditions, thus keeping bright eyes and keenly perceptive ears. A rejuvenated person gets the same conditions as children's, thanks to the health and regular circulation of qi and blood. Powerful qi helps provide serene and powerful voice. Despite his age, the voice of a rejuvenated person is still clear and powerful, and his hairs are naturally black. Husky voice shows that the person still has troubles in feelings. Thanks to regular breaths, the hairs keep their blackness. In inhalation, the gaseous chemical elements are brought into the cells, so if feelings fluctuate, the exhalation is agitating too. Thus, carbonic gas is not completely discharged from the cells, but kept in the cells instead. The blood is thus made dirty, impure, and toxic, and consequently, hairs on the head become white and hair on skin surface may bend down. With healthy blood, even though the heart may beat strongly, man feels no stinging pain. This shows that the heart is in good conditions. The forelimbs can bend flexibly. A rejuvenated person always lives in present activities. His mind and heart have no concept of space and time, no recall of past sensations and feelings.